Daniel,
This meeting is being recorded.
Daniel, I was only able to get in with the new link you sent. I don't know what is wrong with the one I got originally. But thank you for sending a new one.
Yeah, I sent a new one this morning. So if you want to just save that in your, I use Outlook, so it just automatically saves. But if you want to just save it in whatever, in your calendar, that way you can use the same link. But I'll also just start sending a new link every morning. So that it's the same one, but I'll resend it in case it gets lost. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Okay.
Reporting well.
So I want to, before we get started, what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks is I was going to do like an overview of the social media today, but I figured I'm going to do whatever I'm talking about. I'm then going to go ahead and really kind of like show you guys some things with it. And then we'll do the same thing next week. But before we begin, there's just a couple of things that I want to go over with you. And if you are not seeing my screen at any point, just let me know because I want to make sure that you're able to see the PowerPoint. Okay, this is not what I wanted to show you. Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So week 2 is going to be on passive lead generation, but just want to go over a couple of things, with you guys. If you guys have any questions as we're going through things, just put the question in the chat. Wednesdays is all about like Q&A. You guys can ask me whatever you want, and I will answer questions at the end of this. I just want to make sure because, of time that I give you guys as much as I want to make sure that we're good on time. So questions in the chat and I'll answer it after. What you'll find, and I know Taylor last week said the same thing. She had a question, but then when I went to, answer it, I already answered it through my presentation. So just, I'll answer questions, but afterwards. So I want to talk about a couple of things. Some of you, I don't know if you're doing the daily success plan. Okay. But some of you I know are doing it. Some of you may not be doing it. This is so important. And I yesterday was invited to a luncheon where it was the top Keller Williams agents. So Jack Mancini, Corey Lauer, Alexis Hansen, Lori Johnstone, Tom Swanbeck, and several others. Okay. And so I took a couple of takeaways from yesterday. Number one is all of their business is down. And these are top producers. Okay. And so if they're saying their business is down and are joking about it being crickets and stuff like that, it's going to be that much harder to get deals. And the only way you're going to be able to really get deals is to change what you've been doing. Okay. And start taking massive action. And, you have to plan your work and then work your plan during the week. So that's going to take planning on the weekends, or if you don't want to do it on the weekends, on Friday, or, Monday morning, of taking that daily success plan and filling it out for the week. If you are calling through Vulcan 7, when I used to cold call, I didn't really have to plan because it was in my CRM. I got into my office, I did my role play, it was a set it and forget it. I put my headset on and I started calling. I didn't really have to plan because I put the steps in place where it was already done for me. If it's not already done for you, then you have to plan, okay? And then another thing, and we talked about this on Wednesday, is that action is going to give you clarity. There's going to be some of you that are not really sure what to do, who to call, what to say, all of that stuff. But if you do not take action, you're never going to know. And I use the analogy about my daughter. My daughter's in 10th grade. Okay. For however many years, I've been telling her, take different electives, try Model UN, try leadership, try mock trial, try this, try that. She never did it. I looked at her elective right now. It's freaking drawing. I'm like, are you kidding me? You have to go to college in 2 years. And she wants to. I'm not forcing her. She wants to. I said, you know, if you took the time to take different electives, she has no idea what she wants to do, but she never took the time to take the electives to try and figure it out. Okay, so with your lead gen, you might not know where you want your leads to come from or where they're going to come from, but you're never going to know unless you start taking action to figure that out. So start making that daily success plan part of your schedule for the week, and don't have analysis paralysis. I don't care what you do, you just have to do something. I don't care if you start with calling your mom. And one of the things is that Liz made a comment on Wednesday how she was scared to make the first couple of calls. And after she did it, it actually became easy. And she used the word fun. So it will become easier, and it can become fun if you make it fun. So last week I talked about having music, pumping yourself up, getting other people to do it with you, having accountability partners. Like, you don't want to just sit there like you know, making your calls. That is not fun. And your why is going to be so important. And I've read every single one of your business plans, and I hate to break it to you, but some of your whys is not that big, right? It's just like, oh, I want more time with my family. Well, what if that time with your family was on a freaking island and you paid for your entire family to be there? Like, how awesome would that be? I'm a traveler, so like that is what excites me. But if that is not what excites you, like, figure out what your why is. Because if I told you right now, and this is what happened to me, and I think that was the fire that was lit under my ass to force me to do the things that I didn't want to do. But if you knew that you were going to lose your home in 15 days, if you did not write a buyer's contract, I guarantee you every single one of you would go and write a buyer contract within 15 days. You 100% would, right? Because you have to take massive action to make that work. So I want you to just start to think about that. So that way, you know, really figure out your why, really figure out in life what excites you. Because we are not promised tomorrow. And so we need to do the work now to live the life we want to live, to be able to give back to our family and ourselves. And so, you know, I just want you guys to keep that in mind, because I see so many people go through life month after month, year after year, and never accomplish what they could accomplish. And we all know on this call that you can make more money than a doctor, than a lawyer, than you know, you can make so much money in this business. And it's not so much about the money for a lot of people. It's about being able to give back to their community, to their church, to their families, right? It might not be the fancy cars. It might not be the big house. It might not be the travel, but we can make so much money on this business, but it comes with hard work. And it comes with, you know, it comes with a lot of hard work. So I had another meeting with a guy yesterday, another real estate agent. He's been doing it about 10 years. And he said to me, Danielle, I do like 5 million a year, but it's not enough to pay the bills. I got a big house, blah, blah, blah. And I think I'm going to start bartending. And I thought to myself, are you freaking kidding me? Like, you've been in this business for however long, you're doing about 5 million a year. Why wouldn't you take 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and do lead generation? That's all it takes. 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, lead generation. Okay. So you're going to now go bartend for somebody else, and somebody else is going to dictate your schedule and tell you when to be there and instead of taking the 2 hours a day that it takes 5 days a week, 10 hours a week to just make calls, right? Or do action. An Uber driver dropped me off at the airport, and he's also a realtor. And I thought to myself, you're going to drive random strangers around in your car all day long instead of taking 2 hours a day, 5 days a week doing lead generation. So we have to just kind of turn our mindset, change our mindset a little bit to realize it just takes focused effort every single day, just 5 days a week. And I want you to all work with your energy. I know I talk a lot about, you know, the miracle morning and all of that stuff. And that's what works for me. But before kids, I was a night owl and I still am, and I'll probably go back to that when I go to college, but I am a night person. My energy actually was always at night. I had to change to become a morning person. I don't like the mornings. In fact, I hate the mornings. So I want you to, if you don't have to be a morning person and you're better at night, those calls that you do in the morning, you can do them at night if that's your thing. The problem is that the day gets in, gets in your way, and that's what you don't want to be doing. So then you don't do it. If you're going to call expireds or anything like that, it has to be in the morning. Like that is a non-negotiable. So start to think with your lead gen where that's going to fit within your day. I also want to talk to you guys about something called the force of average. Ed Mylett calls it the thermostat of your life. The force of average and the thermostat of your life I'm in Ryan Stewman's mastermind. So he talks about the force of average. A lot of mindset people have different words for it. This is basically what it means. And Liz has experienced this recently, as have I. The moment you try to take your life from here to here, there are going to be a million obstacles and shit getting in your way. Okay, trying to stop you from taking your life from here to here. And it's just how it is. And it is so common. And that's one of the reasons why people never get there, is because they don't work through it. So an example for me is I finished my book, Short Sale Secrets Unlocked. I think I finished it in like November. And then because I was rolling out this course, I said, I don't want to put it out there, ask people to buy my book, blah, 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 and do like a book launch because I'm launching this course. So my plan was January 6th to do the launch. I have over 3,500 people on my Facebook. I am hot and heavy on Facebook. I was going to do that plus other things. I have so many people, and my Facebook gets hacked and I cannot log into Facebook at all still. So if you have a new Facebook request from me, it's really me. I had to start a new account. So I went from 3,500 to 40 people. So I'm trying to grow that. But that is the force of average trying to knock me down. Liz had an idea with calling tenants, and she had sources of how to get them. And the force of average came in and said, okay, she had all of these people she thought she was going to be able to call, until she realized a lot of them were realtor referrals, and she is not going to get that information that she needs. But she pushed through and figured out different options. So the moment you're going to try and take your life to the next level, watch. Things are going to be stopping you. Things are going to be put in front of you to try and prevent you from taking the next step. And as Ed Mylett calls it, he calls it the thermostat of your life. If your thermostat is set on 75, the moment you try to bring your thermostat to 80 in your life, something happens and knocks you back down to 75. And it's always like that. So the only way, and I wrote a blog post about this, because I really mentally thought about this all the time. Like, how can I break through? The only way to break through is to not let the breakdowns get to you. And in my online course, when you go back through the modules, I have a printout, breakdown to breakthrough, and I have a whole discussion around this topic. So I would definitely encourage you guys to go back through the online course and look for that and print out the breakdown to breakthrough, because breakdowns leave clues, and we all need the breakdowns. The breakdowns are what's going to allow us to have a breakthrough if we identify what is going wrong with whatever. Okay. So, breakdowns are awesome, because you will have a breakthrough. And if you don't have a breakdown, you're not going to have a breakthrough. So it's there to help you realize what you need to change. The next thing is pipeline. Okay. You guys are not going to start doing this and then all of a sudden, start doing deals right away. It takes about 90 days. So Rebecca's having a great month. It's probably one of Rebecca's best month ever. Rebecca's going to close somewhere between probably 4 and 6 deals this month. Okay. But those deals, if she identifies where they came from, was not people she met in December. These are probably people that she has had, for a while in her pipeline. So you're building your pipeline as you go. So you need to make sure you have that CRM. Okay, Crystal, and I'll get to you in 1 second. And then leverage. So leverage in the beginning, if you're just starting out, if you're 0 to 5 million, because there's people in here at 0 and there's people in here that will close probably 30 million this year. Okay. 0 to 5 million, you're it. You are it. You are wearing every hat unless you have a lot of money. So that's the marketing, the social media, the taking out the buyers, the taking out the sellers, the writing the contracts. You're it. From 5 to 10 million or 5 to 15 million, you need to implement people into your business. That's a transaction coordinator, a social media person, a marketing person, somebody that inputs listings into the MLS, because that's the dumbest thing that I would ever want to do in my whole entire life. Hire somebody else to do that. Okay. You're no longer the photographer on your listings. You're going to hire somebody else to be that photographer. Okay. So 5 to 15 million is where you're implementing. 15 to 30, you need everything above. And now you're also going to need listing assistants, showing assistants. If you do not implement and leverage, your business is going to be on a roller coaster. It's not sustainable to close 6 deals in 1 month on your own. It's not, right? So you're going to encounter a couple of things. What's going to happen is you're going to stop doing the things that got you the business because you're now taking care of your clients. You don't want your customer service to go down. So you stop doing what got you the business, you take care of your clients, and then they close and you no longer have deals. And you're back on that sales roller coaster where you're like, crap, I got to get deals. It's like crickets over here. Oh, I got all my deals. Now I'm working on my deals. Now I stopped doing this. So you have to implement people, systems, and processes into your business. So that's what I wanted to start. Crystal, did you have a question?
Yes. Did you want us to see what's on the screen? I thought maybe you were going to make it so we could see it. I can see there's something on the screen, but you have it so tiny, we can't see it.
Oh, okay. So this was just my Word document. Yes, thank you. But this,
Okay, I've been taking notes. I'm like, I think she's going over this outline, but I cannot see it.
So I'm going to share this with you guys afterwards. So
Okay,
this is just
cool.
the Word doc. I'm going to get into the PowerPoint now. But yes, thank you. If you guys can't see anything, just let me know. And I'm sorry about that. Like, wave me down like this, because sometimes I get going and then, okay. So Habit Share is an app. If you guys download that, okay, you can include me. If you want me to kick your ass, I will, because I know I need people to kick my ass. So, and I have a lot of them. I put accountability people in place to legit kick my ass, and I tell them it's okay. So if you want that, I will be the one. Just download Habit Share, and I need you to share whatever habits you want to change, because what I don't want to see you guys do is go back to your old ways. So if you download Habit Share, it's free, and you can add your habits into the Habit Share, and then you can share them with me, and then I can track. So every day you have to share. So maybe it's work out, maybe it's meditate, maybe it's lead generation, maybe it's review my business plan the night before. So that is a free app. And if you're on a team, Crystal and Rebecca, and you're the team lead, this could also be really great for your team and something to implement into your team. So that way you guys are cohesively, working together. Liz, did you have a question?
Yeah, I went to that app on Wednesday when you mentioned it, and you weren't on there yet. Are you on there now?
Yeah, I've been on there. So I don't know.
Because I tried to find you and it didn't have you as an option to add.
That's weird. Yeah, I'm definitely on there.
Okay, I'll try again.
You can email it. There's a spot where you can also send an email. Okay, so I'm going to get out of my Word doc. This Word document is going to be in the course section. So I'm going to show that to you guys also real quick. let me see. Are you guys able to see my screen right now or no?
We can see you. Or I
Okay,
can.
I'm gonna reshare my screen. So can you guys see that, the course?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this looks different than what you guys have because these are my other courses. This business planning and lead generation course, okay? I know a lot of you guys already know this because you've been in it. But I just want to show this to you guys again real quick before we get into the PowerPoint. Okay, so right here is all of the downloadable information. Okay, this is where you can download all of the stuff. The breakdown to breakthrough fillable PDF is right here on the side. Okay, any of the other things, the 80-20 rule, automation and leverage, all of that stuff, that's all right there. If you go, let me go back here. If you go back here, these 5 modules are of a class that I've done recently. In fact, Rebecca and Jamie were at that class. These are from other classes, but the breakdown to breakthrough is right here. And I encourage you guys to go back to your why, okay? And really figuring out exactly what your why is. Becoming intentional about your day and your life is really, really important. And then the automation and leverage is right here. And then if you scroll down, if you guys have not watched this lead generation course yet, I've gotten really good feedback on that. So watch the lead generation course, and this is where your daily success plan is. So all of that stuff is going to be in here. Now, when you log back into your course, which we made the domain simple, it's just now course.believelearnachieve.com. You can see it up here. So if you type that into your browser on your phone or on your computer or whatever, if you want to listen to this while you're walking, driving, all of that can be done on your cell phone. You'll just go to course.believelearnachieve.com. And then the second part is going to be the go back here, is this. Okay, so this is where after today's recording of this, it's going to be in here. Lead generation, passive lead generation. And then anything that I need to put, we'll put in here. So from active, and all the script book is here. Questions to ask new prospects, phone prospecting, the MLS stats, daily success plan, and the PowerPoint from last week is all right here. Okay, so you guys are gonna have access to everything all in the course. So let me get to the PowerPoint, and we're gonna get on to some passive lead generation. I mean active, no, passive, yeah, passive. Okay, can everyone see that? Yes, perfect. Okay, so passive lead gen, we talked about this before. Active is really what is going to get you the business now. So cold calling your, picking up the phone, basically. The passive lead generation is going to be extremely important as well, but that's not going to be, that's a long-term play. So the active will get you business quicker than the passive, but you need both of them in your business, and you need a consistent strategy that is going to bring you long-term success when it comes to your passive lead gen, okay? So your actions is, you might not know exactly what you want to do for your passive lead gen right now. But if you don't have some sort of plan and take action, you're going to be confused, because taking action will give you clarity on what's working for you and not working for you. Inaction or analysis paralysis is going to give you confusion. And they say that the most successful people are not successful because they're the smartest, they're better than you, nothing. It's the speed of implementation. So don't wait for things to be perfect before you implement things, okay? You're gonna look back, and Rebecca might kill me after this class, and you'll see why in a little bit, but you're gonna look back at some of the things you've done and be like, oh my God, I can't believe that's out there. So, I was looking at some of the stuff I did today and I was like, I am such an amateur. But anyways, you grow, you learn. So I need you guys to start taking action and plan your work and then work your plan. So that cold calling, calling your past clients, centers of influence, door knocking, calling through neighborhoods, that's active marketing. You have to build your database with that. You have to make sure you're getting people's names, emails, and phone numbers every time you call them, because then you're going to use their contact info for your passive marketing. So if you have a video series that goes out, well, guess what you're going to do? Email your database, which is all of these people. Guys, if you go to a restaurant and you see a business card wall, and if you're not taking every single business card off of that business card wall, what are you doing? Right? Swipe them, get people into your database. So you're going to then email them, hey, my Friday video blog's coming out. Check it out to see what's going on in Bonita this weekend, whatever. So active marketing is building your database that you're going to use your passive marketing for. So that's going to be your video marketing, your email marketing, your social media, networking, online ads, mailers. And so many people will say, oh, I don't like what I look like on camera. We see you every day. You don't look any different on camera than in person. Okay. I hate my voice when I listen to it. I'm like, oh my God, I hate the way I sound, but that's how I sound. People think I live in from some other country. Where's your accent from? Massachusetts. Like, it's not an accent, but anyways, okay. Active versus passive. So active will get you the deal quicker, but the passive is also going to be that branding, that reaching out to people. So I want you guys to think about this. Social media, first of all, you guys are so lucky, because when I was just starting out selling real estate, I swear, I think it was MySpace and Google was like, ask Jeeves. Like, it wasn't even Google. So now you guys can get in front of people a lot easier and a lot quicker than me knocking on random doors. So social media is going to be 100% a must. And this is where you can become the authority in your business, even if you are inexperienced. You have to fake it until you make it. The videos that you do and the stuff that you put out there will have you looking like an authority, even if you're not, okay? And in a little bit, I'm going to show you guys what to be posting. But people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And even if they don't know you personally, okay, they're going to start to know you online. And I was on a cruise in November and some girl came running up to me and said, oh my God, I follow you on Facebook. She lives in this area. And I was like, oh my God, that's so weird, right? But she follows me on Facebook and I saw her on a cruise. So the more you build your social media and get out there, the more people are going to see what you're doing. So you can become that authority, that real estate agent expert in your field without even knowing these people. But you have to grow your social media following. You have to consistently put content out there. And you have to put content out there that's going to educate people, entertain people, and inform them as to what, is going on. So if you want to specialize, right? I'll hear people say, I want to specialize in luxury. I want to specialize in first-time home buyers. I want to specialize in relocation, divorce, whatever it is. This is my advice. You can't specialize in that, but you don't want to put yourself into a corner and then that's all that you do. So you can be broad in what you post, but if you do want to also incorporate that, okay, let's just take luxury for a second, okay? If you want to incorporate that, well, then you need to go and interview, somebody at Ferrari. You need to go check out if there's a boat show. You need to be at the boat show. Let everybody know about the boat show. Take pictures of the boat, take videos of the boats, get the boat, whatever they're called, people that sell the boats, get their business cards, call them afterwards and schedule an interview with them. Say, I'd love to interview you about MarineMax and what the top boats are, or whatever. you know? So if that's what you want to do, if it's divorce, you want to go after divorce, people that are getting divorced, okay? I would interview divorce attorneys. And there's a lot of different things that they can talk about when it comes to real estate that I'm sure people that are getting divorced need to know. What happens when you're getting divorced? What's the ownership type? What if the guy owned the house before you got married and there's a million questions I'm sure divorced people have about if they own real estate, what happens afterwards. Relocation. If you want to work on people that are coming to this area, then you want to give them a lot of different things. Where do they go to find the phone number for, whatever? What is homestead exemption in Florida? When do they have to apply for homestead exemption? What are the local schools and school choice instead of a neighborhood school, which is different from somebody living in Massachusetts, right? Another thing that I thought was interesting that I just heard was a lot of people move to Florida because I guess, which now I'm entering like the looking for college stage, that our, scholarship in Florida is amazing that we offer for people. And they were saying how people want to move to Florida to have their kids take advantage of the Bright Future Scholarship. So whatever it is that you want to do, if you want to get into specializing, you have to brainstorm with yourself on the different topics somebody might be interested in. And then you're going to start to interview people, do little, videos on that topic. Okay. So I also want you guys, this is so important because this just happened to me. I was very hot and heavy on Facebook. I just started doing TikTok like in June. I didn't do a lot on Instagram, and here I am from 3,500 to like 40 people. So do not put all of your eggs in one basket. If you post on Facebook, copy and paste that post and put it on Instagram, copy and paste that post and put it on LinkedIn, and build your database on several platforms. Something else that I heard the other day that I was just like, wow, this is like really good, is social media is rented space and it can be gone like that. Your emails in your email database is your gold mine. And Frank Kern, if you watch any marketing stuff, who's huge in online marketing, he said recently, your social media is to get you visible and branding. Your email database and what you send out of email is where people are going to buy. Okay. And people might get your emails for years and never reach out. I have a guy that I haven't talked to in 4 years, not because I haven't talked to him. I just, haven't talked to him. He's the broker. He's the sales director at Myloff Avashan. I had an email go out last week on, 3 weeks ago on Construction to Perm. And he emailed me because Myloff builds homes and said, Danielle, I want to talk to you about your Construction to Perm product. I haven't talked to him in years. I went and met with him yesterday. So he's getting my stuff. He's not responding, but he got something he liked of mine and wanted more information. So the same thing is going to happen to you. Your email database is huge and you need to drip. And we're not going to do email today. That's going to be next week. But I want you guys to think about that because you have to build your email database. So your social media platforms are going to get you visible, branding, establish you as the expert, but your emails that you're going to get from people is going to be another aspect that's very important. So you want to continue to add people to your platforms. Okay. Jamie is coming on. You want to continue to add people to your platforms. Literally go in and friend request as many people as you possibly can on Facebook. Okay, I'm to the point because I'm trying to build this quickly where it's like, sorry, you can't friend request another person for like X amount of minutes because I'm just like, I need to build this back up quickly. So I'm like friending everybody. Okay, the other best way to get visible or to keep your posts in front of other people is that you need to figure out who you want to do business with and who you can get business from and who has a big following. So what I want you guys to do is not only friend people, you have to like and comment on their stuff. Because the more you like and comment on other people's stuff, the more you're going to show up in their feeds. And then when people like and comment on your stuff, don't respond to them right away. Have you ever looked at Facebook and said, oh, wow, that, you're seeing a post for the first time, but then you realize the post that they did was from 5 days ago? Why is that on your feed again? Well, it's on your feed again because they were intentional about what they're doing and someone commented or something on it. And then once they like it or comment on it, it's going to show up again on everyone's feeds. So if people comment on your stuff, don't like everything right away. Like a couple and then wait. And then maybe like a couple more and then wait. The comments on your own feeds. Okay, so you need to comment and like on other people's feeds. And then on your feeds, you need to not comment on everybody's all at once. Because when you comment on a comment that somebody put on your feed, it's then going to show up in their feed again. And I can show you guys afterwards what I'm talking about. Is that confusing? No? Okay. You have to post daily on each platform. And this can be so difficult. And in a minute, I'm going to show you guys where you can get the content. But posting daily is super important. So that can be what you do on Sunday. So if you have an idea, which I get ideas all the time and I'm like, crap, I go into the notes section on my iPhone and I just speak into the notes section and what I want to say, right? Get my thoughts out. You can use Evernote. You can use the Word doc on your computer. Type out what you want to say. So that way it's just every day. Now I'm going to go copy, paste, post next day, copy, paste, post. So you want to make sure that whatever you're posting is a mix of both personal and professional posts. Nobody wants to see all business. No one wants to see, they want to see you. They want to see things about you, what you're doing, what you're, you know what I mean? Like what you like. They love seeing dog pictures or animal pictures or kids or grandkids or whatever area. For some reason, whenever I go for a run, which I haven't run outside in a while, but I used to run outside until a dog chased me. Now I'm scared to run outside. But anyways, they love, I'll take a picture of the sky. People comment on that stuff all the time. And and they'll even mention to me, oh, where do you run? Blah, blah, blah. And it's in my community. So those types of things. Make sure that your platforms state what you are, what you like to do. I don't know if you need your license number or not on them, so double check on that. How can they reach you? What is your cell phone? Do not be a secret agent. Okay, you're not a secret agent. Don't be the secret agent. The more you post, the more people are going to get to know, like, and trust you. And that is going to be the quickest way to establish authority in this business. So your post should be educational and entertaining. You want to educate, you want to entertain, you want to inform them. So all different things. If you're not that entertaining, which is fine, find other things, people, memes. Like my husband, for example, we're talking about, he's in my Apex mastermind and we talk about building your machine. And they tell us we have to post 1 to 2 times a day. Well, he doesn't know what to write. So what he's doing is funny memes. That's him. I'm a writer, so I can do this whole long, lengthy post. He cannot do that. Plus English is his second language, so he probably shouldn't, because his spelling will be all jacked up and will not look good. Anyways, so, you want to just, if you're not funny or entertaining, that's okay. You're going to attract people like you, but just make sure it's not all about business, because people are going to stop following you very quickly if it is. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Facebook. If you do not have a YouTube account, I really want you to get a YouTube account. And I don't care if you're like, YouTube's not my thing, that's not where I want to go. That's where you're going to post a lot of your unlisted videos. Okay. So when you have videos that you, instead of just keeping them on your computer, you can upload them into YouTube. And I'll show you guys that in a minute, and have them unlisted so you can store all of your videos there, because the content that you create can all be repurposed down the road. Okay. Maybe you take a little clip from something, maybe you do a post today, and then you do that same exact post in July. People are going to forget that you posted that today, right? So keep your content somewhere and you can keep it on YouTube. Create your dream 25. Like, think about it. You know, who are the people that you want to work with? Who is your target audience? You know, and then start to think about how can you like them, friend them, you know, message them on social. So think about the 25 people that you would love to work with and start liking their stuff, commenting on their stuff. Maybe it's a mom in your, you know, mom group, but she knows a lot of other people, right? So you want to find the connectors, and then start to join real estate groups. You know, if you're really wanting to like figure out sales, join Hardcore Closer, which is Ryan Stewman's group. Figure out different groups that you can join, because you're going to learn so much from those groups. What's that other one that's pretty big for real estate? Like, if you have questions and stuff like that, I can't remember it right now. Do you guys know? I'm going to remember it and send it to you, because it's another really, really good one. It's like Agent something. I'll have to find it. And you can also start your own group. So I will tell you, I started a group, Southwest Florida Open House. This was my idea with it because I'm in lending, right? So my idea was, which you have to have a plan around it because you can see it really hasn't gone anywhere. You can look it up. But my idea was that I'm in lending, you know, people that are here, they might not know where all of the open houses are. So I was going to post all of the open houses and then start to get other agents and like spread the word. Check out SWFL Open House. If you guys have an open house this weekend, post your open house on this Facebook group. So that way people that are on Facebook and interested in like open houses for the weekend can see all of the open houses in one area. Maybe you want to go after for sale by owners. Okay. We all know that for sale by owners need a real estate agent. Some of them, especially over the past 2 years, got lucky. Okay. They're not, the market is changing. They're not going to be lucky like they were before. They don't have the exposure. They don't know how to negotiate. They're too invested in their own home. They, you know, they don't know their way around contracts. Okay. So for sale by owners need you. So what if you started a for sale by owner group and you didn't just try to get their business, you try to educate them on the different things that they can do to sell their own home, but you're there for when they need you, because they will get tired. A lot of times they want to, when a for sale by owner, listed by owner, do you know what they're doing? I'm going to try it 2 weeks on my own. And if I can't do it, I'm going to list with an agent. That's the mindset that they have most of the time. Okay. So if you started a Facebook group, FSBOs, for sale by owners, and you gave them ideas on how they can sell it on their own and things that you're doing and blah, 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 but you're that person that's there when they're tired of selling it on their own. So you can start your own group on social. Okay. We already talked about mixing it business and personal pictures of your family, out doing things, going on vacation. I vacation all the time. So many people will say to me, oh my God, where are you going next? Like, it's a topic that people ask me about all the time. Like, what are you guys doing this summer? Da, da, da. I follow you on blah, blah, blah. They like to see that. Okay. People like to see you doing different things. So also when your personal stuff is, I would encourage you, you guys can do whatever you want, but I would encourage you to stay neutral when it comes to controversial topics, okay? Because this is a business, right? So you can have your own beliefs and things like that, but I would 100% stay neutral when it comes to political, controversial, anything like that. So personal, you can incorporate your personal life, and I'm going to show you guys in a minute, into your videos, and get your kids in there or grandkids to help you, or dogs, or, you know, pets, whatever. People like to see other things. So if you do have kids or grandkids, okay, you can have them do the videos for you. You can have them, you know, like, and I'll show you what I did with my kids when they were younger, but you can have your kids in the videos. You can have your pets in the videos. So for business, okay, a monthly market update at a different place. Okay, so you need to know your stats, but if your monthly market update is at a different place and you're posting that monthly market update on your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and you're emailing your database to let them know that your monthly market update is going live on Friday, okay, all of that stuff consistently every month, or a weekly update every week. Consistency is key. And I'm going to share with you guys in a minute how to be consistent with it. But that is an idea, okay, at different places. Maybe you want to talk about new construction homes. You're very interested in that. Here's what I would do. I'd go to all the new construction communities and I would create videos on, you know, the different floor plans. Ask them if they have an unbranded video. A lot of times, new construction places have a whole marketing material thing that they will send you as an agent, okay, that has their floor plans. They might even have videos that you can now brand with your information. And then if you want to really focus on new construction, interview a lender. I just came out with a great new construction product. Interview a lender on financing new construction homes. Go to the builder and say, I would love to talk to the superintendent and show before, during the process of how to build in Florida a new construction home. Okay, all of this takes planning and time, but this will get you out there. So memes, I'm going to show you where to find those in a minute, right? Just posting silly, funny memes. Videos after Hurricane Ian. People want to know what's going on Fort Myers Beach. People want to know what's going on Sanibel. I'm curious what restaurants are open on Fort Myers Beach. What happened to the pier? Like what's going, you know, so pick a day and go down Fort Myers Beach. Get as much content as you possibly can. You can bar hop while you're at it. Figure out, you know, take pictures of the pier. You can turn your pictures into videos, and I'm going to show you in a minute how you can do that. But take pictures of things, take videos of things, take, you know, blah, 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 restaurant just opened. Find out how many restaurants are opened on the beach. People are curious, especially people from other areas that are used to vacationing here that may not have come down here, or people that have condos on the beach, that bought condos on the beach that haven't been back because they can't get into their condo, right? There's a lot of people that bought here in the past year and they cannot literally get into their building. So they're curious as to what is going on. And maybe you start a YouTube channel, Fort Myers Beach after Hurricane Ian. That probably would get a shitload of watchers. You know what I mean? And do all different videos like that. So you can also repurpose your posts into blogs and emails. So it's kind of all consistent. So this is where you're going to get, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of different things. I'm going to share my screen actually. The close. I want you guys to subscribe to this if you have not subscribed to it already. Okay. So let me show you. It's going to take me a minute. So once I get there, I'll share my screen. Can you guys see this? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so go here, go to theclose.com, okay? And right here, click on subscribe. And you're gonna start to get an email. I don't remember if it's like every week, every couple of days, whatever. This is where you guys can get all of your content. For any of you that is like, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, you can get it all from here, okay? So what you can do, 6 steps to creating a real estate brokerage budget. You're not a brokerage, so it doesn't matter, but whatever. Okay, so maybe though, you take that and you're like, here's 6 steps to creating a real estate budget. Step number 1, blah, blah, blah. Step number 2, it's like a quick video, right? And then with this worksheet, grab this free PDF. Now this would be that's for a broker. So that would be for a broker doing that. But I'm just giving you an idea of what you guys can do. So maybe it's 5 steps to get yourself ready to buy a home. And then there's a worksheet that you could give somebody. Okay. This just got me thinking about something. So I'm going to show you something else where you can capture people's info. But you know, and then you give them something free. This can also be in your email, right? So you can do a blog post on 6 steps on how to buy a home or whatever, and then give them the PDF for them to be able to sit down and like whatever. But you could do a blog post with it and it can be in your email. Okay, 147 real estate social media posts and ideas, 147. Go in there, print this out. And then there's 147 of these. This would give you so much content, right? I haven't clicked on any of these, but if you click on it, it will show you, you know, what the whole thing is. And then you can take what that person said and just create your video just like that. So these are all different ideas. So theclose.com is a great source for you guys to be able to get content from, okay? And you'll get, so this is another great one. This is a buyer script on what to say on the first call, okay? Top 7 real estate lead generation companies to avoid. So theclose.com is what I have found to be the most, like have the most content. The other thing that it will do sometimes is it will send you the memes. So if you get the email and it has a bunch of memes in there, download all of them on your phone or on your computer or your phone, whatever. And that way you have like a folder on your computer that says social media content. And you just continue to put stuff in there that you get, okay? So that way you have a folder with all of your content that you can pull out when you're gonna go and do the social media. Have your social media day, which is what we'll talk about in 1 minute. So the other one is HubSpot, and then Coffees and Contracts and Canva. So Canva, you kind of have to learn. And it's not that hard. It's just, I hire somebody to do that, but I want you guys to think about this, okay? I know I hire someone to do Canva. She is $5.33 an hour. It would take me so much longer to figure out different templates to do. So if you like something and it's Jeanette and you want it done, I will show you how to hire Jeanette and say, Jeanette, can you do this for me? Da-da-da. She's got other, a lot of other people she works for. So it might not get done overnight. So maybe on Monday, Jeanette, I want blah, blah, blah done by Friday or Thursday or whatever it is. So you give her enough time. So just go through and figure out what you want. Now, this is Coffee and Contracts. This is another website where you can get stuff from. This costs money, but every month they're going to send you all of this content that you can then put on your social media. I want to say it's like $54 a month, but it's done for you marketing. Okay. So Coffees and Contracts is another thing, and they have all different guides, everything you can put on your social media that you can put it on your social, send it out in an email, do a blog post about it. Once you do one post, all you're doing is copying and pasting onto all of your other platforms. Okay. So this is another one. HubSpot is another one. So these are places where you can get your, I don't know why it's showing that, where you can get your content from. But honestly, the Close, in my opinion, is the best place with the most information that you can literally just go there and get so much content for, you know, to be able to put out there. So that's where you guys can get content from. The other places you guys can get content from is from other people, right? So seeing what other people are doing and copying them. I call it rip off and duplicate, okay? We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. Just rip off what other people are doing that you like and then duplicate it, do it yourself. If you see a social media meme or picture or whatever, which I do all the time, for some reason, I have not been able to figure it out on Instagram, but on Facebook, I just press on the picture and I save it to my photos. So a lot of times you'll see other agents with funny memes, cute memes, different things like that, right? Just click on the picture if you're on Facebook and then save that to your photos. I have a ton of content in my cell phone, motivational quotes, funny memes, real estate memes that I can then go ahead and post at any time. So you want to start getting the content to be able to have, you know, consistently post. So you're going to have a plan. So 1 or 2 days a month, it's not going to be, oh, I'm going to go shoot a video today. It's not that easy. Now, if you get really good at it and you're off the cuff all the time and you're like those people that walk around with their selfie sticks and can just be like, da, 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 on the go, well, then that's awesome. I'm not there yet. So and I know a lot of people are not there yet either. So I'm going to give you guys tips on what I do and what I've done. So first of all, Wednesday, I did 2 podcasts on Wednesday. So I knew that I was already doing podcasts. So I knew that I had to have all my stuff together. So it was going to be Wednesday was video day. 1 second, Keaton, after I do this, and then I'll get to you. So you want to shoot as many videos as you can in one day. I used to be like, oh, I'm going to change my shirt for every video. I changed my shirt once. So I had 6 videos. 3 of them, I was in a pink shirt. 3 of them, I was in a black shirt. Okay. I also, then I get myself set up and I'm going to show you what I use in a minute. But you want to have everything written down. That morning, I was like, crap, I got to do videos. I wasn't in the mood. I did not feel creative at all. I didn't even know what I was going to say. So what I did was I went on to TikTok and I went on to other people's loan officer, pages and got ideas from them. So I would go to other real estate agents' pages that you like and get ideas from them, what they're doing and what they're saying. And then after I got a couple, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to do a video about Fort Myers Beach and why Fort Myers, Florida is hot for investors right now. So I did a video on that. And then I did another video on whatever. So a couple of them, once I got it going, it's like, once you get your juices flowing, then it's like, oh, okay, I got this. Okay. So you want to write out what you're going to say. I didn't write out what I was going to say really, because I'm to that point in doing videos for so long that I kind of knew. But if you have a hard time with video, okay, this is what you need to do. I'm on Zoom right now. So you can do it with your cell phone. You can do it with your iPad. You can do it on Zoom. So we're on Zoom right now. And if I was going to, and I do a lot of my videos on Zoom, I just go on Zoom and I click record and I record myself talking I save it to my computer and that's my video. Now, if I wrote out on this piece of paper everything that I was going to say in the video and I taped it right here, right? You guys can't see what I'm doing. I taped it to my screen, or I taped it below my screen or whatever, you're not going to see it there. So you can tape it to the side, you can tape it wherever, but you can tape it above you. But I'd have a wall behind me sometimes and I would tape on paper on the wall, what I was going to say in big letters. have your key talking points. So that's one of the ways you can do it. Another way that you can do it is have a teleprompter. There's a teleprompter app. You can type in everything you want to say, or you can type it up on a Word doc and upload the Word document into the app. And when you're staring at your phone or your iPad, you're actually reading exactly what you're supposed to be saying, because as it's videoing you, it's the teleprompt app is giving you what to say. Okay. So that's another thing that you can do. One little, for all of you guys that are not big Zoomers, one little tip with Zoom is it has beauty mode. So if you go into the settings, you can click on beauty mode so you look even more beautiful. Just like, you know, freshens you up a little bit. So those are, when you're using your cell phone. Now, I always, when I don't know how to do something, I hire somebody to show me how to do it, because I'm not going to figure that shit out. Like, I just don't have time anymore. So there's a girl that's local here. Her name's Anna Honorata. I don't know if anybody follows her, but she does photography, all that stuff. I paid her $150 to come over to my house and show me how to use my cell phone camera, literally, and like my GoPro and things like that. So here's what she taught me. Okay. When you're in your camera, and honestly, I don't know how she got it there, but at the top right hand, if you go to the iPhone and you go to your camera, the top right hand corner has to say 4K-60. If you're doing videos on an iPad or you're doing videos on your cell phone, it has to say 4K-60, because that's what YouTube and all of them want it to be. So if you go on YouTube, you'll notice now, look under, and it will say 4K under the videos. And that's because the resolution is that much better. So make sure that it says 4K-60 at the top. Now, the other thing that's a little tricky that she told me is a lot of times we do video like this and we'll flip the screen so it's looking at us, right? So we're looking here at the phone. We want to look actually here, so we can't even see ourselves. But she said it is so much better when we're doing it that way, like when we're actually not flipping the screen and it's almost like somebody's standing there holding the phone recording you. It's better to do it that way than to flip the screen. And then the other two things is that audio is so important. I did a video on, and this is where like we screw up and who cares, but I did a video on the 203H program. Do you know how many people commented that my audio literally sucked? Because it was in my living room and I have like super high ceilings. I mean, you can go and watch the video, and I admit it was terrible. And at first I didn't know what people were saying, because one guy was like, I can't hear you. So, and I have no idea who he was. So I responded, turn up your volume, but it wasn't the volume. It was that I sucked. You can literally hear the echoes. And then I had all these other comments. I'm like, oh, okay, that was like a very bad video that I did. Whatever, I did it, it's out there. Who cares? It's like me telling my son, this morning, he's been having like a bad time with his basketball coach and he's been like sad 2 days. And I said, listen, you can't let other that you have no control over other people. You can't let other people's actions dictate how you feel inside, So we're going to do shitty videos and screw up and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? It's not a big deal. And the lighting is also very, very important. So like you can see, you can see that light behind me at my office. If you guys are coming on Wednesday, whoever comes on Wednesday, we're going to do lead gen, but anybody that wants to shoot videos, and I'll talk to you guys about that afterwards real quick. You guys can shoot videos and I can help you with that at my office. But I have lights, in my office. So Keaton and then Taylor.
My question, that's right. Well, no, actually it wasn't a question. You were saying about you can't get the pictures from Instagram, right?
Mhm.
In order to do that, it doesn't let you do it on your phone, but if you go onto your computer and go to the same post, you can just right click and save your image that way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or you could screenshot on your phone, but it's not as good quality as if you save it from your computer.
Okay, that's really good to know, because yeah, that's ways you guys can get content, right? And if it's somebody that you know, like I'll wait to post that like a couple of weeks later, because we got to be original. But so that's great. Get stuff from other people. Taylor?
So as far as the we're talking about with posting with the video with our phones, yes, 100% you got to use the 4K 60. If you have an Apple Watch and you go to the camera, you can do all that stuff, and all you need to do is just attach it so then you can see yourself. Does that make sense?
That's cool.
So
One sec, I'll grab my Apple Watch. Give me a second.
okay. I don't know why. Okay, let me move that over. Okay, well, she's getting the Apple Watch. I'm gonna continue. So video editing. Okay, so here's the other thing. Oh, she's back. I have the same sweater, by the way, in black and white.
Oh, I love
It's
it.
Amazon, right?
I'm pretty sure it was a gift. So I'm
Amazon has like the best clothes.
So all you do is you take your watch and you connect it like this. So then you can
Oh,
see, like there's that camera on your phone. So if it will,
that's awesome.
so then I can see myself as I do it.
That's awesome because a lot of times I'm like, wait, am I even in the camera? Did I just do like a 2-minute video and I was like over there?
Or yeah, or your
Doing my
hair is
wall.
messed up, or your lipstick is wrong, or you have and it just looks really bad. This is an easy way to be able to like, oh, this is how I look. And then you can just do your video. So
I love it. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay. So real quick, actually, we'll talk before we get into like the editing. So let me just show you guys. And I'm also like an Amazon junkie, so I'm always on there buying dumb shit and then I never use it. But this thing right here, I have 3 of them. I have like one in my house. Can you see it? Go back to, because I can't see myself here. Hold on. I have like 2 at my office. So this is like a tall tripod thing. It's like a tall tripod. And then this fits the iPad, but then it has a hook here that also fits the cell phone. And it's like $20, maybe 29. It's like super cheap. So I bought 3 of them because I didn't want to like carry them around with me. But I have 2 at home and then 1 in my office. So this is really, really good. This is a tripod. You can get it on Amazon. The other thing I have is a shorter one. So this little guy right here, and this one, I mean, it does get bigger. You can do it as a selfie. It can go the long way or horizontal. And then it has this little thing that pops out that is Bluetooth for my cell phone. So like once I sit down, I know what I'm going to say. I just click the camera button and it will start my camera. Now, if you don't have something like that, and like you guys might have better ideas than what I do, but because I really look like an idiot, but I'll get everything set up. If I don't have one of the, because I also have other clickers too that can work it for my cell phone, but I get everything set up and then I'll press play on my whatever iPad or cell phone, and then I run back around and then I sit down and then I get ready to do the video. So that stuff you have to cut out, right? Because you don't want to like have an empty chair, then all of a sudden it's me, then I'm fixing my hair, okay, ready to go. Like that part has to get cut out of the video. So you need the video editing. But if you're wondering like, how do these people get in the videos? They have to edit and cut them out, because if you're doing these videos alone, which I do all of my videos alone, and you don't have a clicker to start your Bluetooth to start your camera or phone or whatever, well, then you're not going to be in the picture in the beginning. You're going to have to, press play, run around, sit down, get ready, blah, 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 and then start. So that first part of it has to be cut out, and then the ending, because now you're done with the video. Now you got to get up, run back around, turn off your phone, all of that stuff. So when I do videos, because it's a lot, I literally will have a day of when I'm going to do the videos. I'm not, and I can do off the cuff stuff, but I would rather just have them all planned out. So you have to, oh, and then this other thing, actually that I just got, which in my mastermind, there is a guy and he was a commercial broker. He was literally losing almost everything. Commercial lender. He went and he opened up a company that builds trailer, it's called Trailer King something. He builds food trucks, basically. He built his business in 3 years to a multi-million-dollar business, all from social media, okay? Look at stuff online. Look at our kids. My daughter, she wants the Stanley Cup. Why? Because all the kids want the Stanley Cup. So now everyone's got to have the Stanley Cup. It's like the new era of keeping up with the Joneses. She wanted the chestnut UGG minis for Christmas. You can't find them anywhere. Even UGG does not have them because they're sold out. Why? Because everyone's on social media wanting them, right? So the power of social media is huge. So what this guy does is he has this thing, which I can't even open it, but anyways, I have to learn how to use it. You put your phone in there and it will follow you around, right? Or if you're at like the farmer's market, it will like follow everything around. So this is another thing that is on my list to learn how to use. But when it comes to video editing, you have to obviously trim the videos, but if you want to add stuff, like add words to it, CapCut is one app. So CapCut, you can get it on your computer and on your phone. Video Shop, I absolutely love, and that's what I was using the most from, and that's what that girl had told me about. So if you download Video Shop on your phone, you will then just add a video. And you can trim the video. So like trim out the beginning part, trim out the ending. But what you can also do is take a bunch of different pictures and videos and turn them into one video. So if you go to a new construction property, right? Or let's just say it's a new construction community and the sales center sends you the unbranded information, okay? You can take the pictures from that community and turn that into your own video with your own name and your own branding and your own information on it through these types of apps. So the two that I use the most is CapCut and Video Shop. Both of them you can get on your phone. What's that?
What cut? Oh, CapCut. Okay.
Yeah. You can get it on your phone, and I have a Mac, so I don't know. It's easy on the Mac, but I'm sure you can get it, on regular computer also. But you can add words, you can add emojis. So if you're ever wondering how people on TikTok and all of those other things have the emojis, have the words, have, all of that stuff, it's through these video editing. Now, what I would recommend doing is downloading both of those, CapCut and Video Shop, playing around with it. You can add music to it, all of that stuff. See which ones you like the best. And if you can't figure out how to use it, just go onto YouTube and do CapCut tutorial or Video Shop tutorial. If you're shooting a real TikTok or a YouTube short, I had this problem. The phone has to be like this, okay? I was shooting a video that I wanted to embed into an email, and I shot it like this, and I uploaded it to YouTube. I did not want it to be a YouTube short. It was only a YouTube short. I was going insane. I'm like, why is this? So I had to take the video. I had someone else do it for me, put it on Canva. Canva had to have had it be horizontal in order for me to upload it the way I wanted to do it. So just be careful, like when you shoot your videos, if it's this way and it's a shorter video, it's going to be a TikTok. And if it's YouTube, it's a YouTube short. If you don't want it to be that, then it has to go that way. Ian?
It's also better to go sideways because you can always crop yourself to be in the
This way?
portrait. Yeah, it's always better to go landscape anyways, because you can always crop it to make it portrait if you need to. You can't.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, on your phone, you can crop it if you need to, but at least the video is the other way. Okay, perfect. See, we got some techie. It's not even a millennial. I don't know what your age group is. But it's not my age group. Okay.
Yeah, we're counting on these young ones to teach us.
Exactly. Okay, so we're gonna get into video ideas real quick because we only have 9 minutes. So these are all ideas, you guys, that you can do for the video. Video is huge. This is how, you just have to do it. So a monthly video market update around town. When I moved to Miami, I did not know anybody, and I was doing video. I'm going to show you guys in a minute, but I did a weekly newsletter, and my weekly newsletter, I did it in MailChimp. It was called "What's the Buzz in Miami." I would get the Miami Herald every week, and then I would go through and see what was going on for the week. And I would say, hey, Friday night, check out the Adrian Arch Center. There's going on. Saturday morning, don't forget to hit the farmer's market, and then blah, blah, blah. So I would do what's going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every week in Miami. Everybody that I added to my database, for sale by owners, expired listings, the business cards that I took from the bagel shop, they all went into my database and they all got this weekly newsletter. If I was doing it differently, it would be a video newsletter every single week on what's going on in your area. Okay, so things to do in Southwest Florida this weekend. Maybe you figure out what you like to do. So maybe you love restaurants. Look at Crumble Cookie. Okay. That place, I literally drove to Orlando, and we were there anyways, but I had to drive 30 minutes out of the way to bring my kids to Crumble freaking Cookie because they see it all over social media. Okay. Look at the boba shop in Bonita Springs. I did not even know there was a brand new boba shop in Bonita Springs, but it's all over Instagram. And so I went there on Sunday because my kids wanted to go. I got there at I think it was closing at 5. I got there at 4:45. The line, it's in a tent. Their building isn't even built yet. There was at least 30 people in line at 4:50, and they sold out of almost everything because it's social media, right? So if you go to the boba shop, for example, and you're trying out that new boba, hey guys, I'm at the boba shop. It's down in Bonita, They have 1 million followers. I just wanted to give you this week's market update, blah, blah, blah. And here's blah, 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 the owner, how's the boba shop, great, and tag them. Now your posts are going to start getting on all of their stuff also, right? So start to think out of the box on things that you can do around town with video. This is going to take planning, just like your daily success plan is going to take planning, right? So restaurant reviews, what are the new restaurants? What are the waterfront restaurants? What are the beaches that are open? What does Sanibel look like, now? Investors investing in Fort Myers Beach. Let's just say you want to tell investors, hey guys, great place to invest. Well, then do an interview with somebody on the 50% rule. Do an interview with somebody on insurance, how to prepare to buy a home. Taylor's into volleyball. Is there other places to play volleyball around town in Southwest Florida? Maybe Taylor says, you know what, I'm going to go to a different volleyball spot once a week, do a quick market update, and then maybe some tutorial on, volleyball, right? That her kids' parents can watch and stuff like that. So yoga, shopping, the new construction communities, the area beaches, what do they look like? These are all ideas that you guys can do for video, but I would pick one thing and be consistent with that one thing. Okay. Let me go back here. And then charity events. This is the same thing. Golfing, volleyball, yoga, shopping, blah, blah, blah. I'm almost done. Hold on 1 second. Okay, that's for next week. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick. Is Rebecca still on here? Because I was going through, let me see if she's still here. Okay, this was so funny. I was going through just to kind of get some ideas and to show you guys. And this came up. can you guys see? Hold on. Can you see my computer?
Yeah.
So this is from 2 years ago. This was when me and Rebecca did this.
Would you rather be enjoying a sweet treat rather than waiting in line at the bank? If so, join us on my video today. I'm talking to Danielle, a guaranteed rate on how to get a home mortgage. Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with Danielle.
We don't have to watch the
Damiano.
whole thing, but because I have a couple of ideas, but that was what Rebecca and I did a couple of years ago. But before, when I made the comment about the kids, oh, this is one I did 8 years ago. So if you guys want, so
CRM
that
software.
Rebecca's interviewing a mortgage person, me, but she's bringing an idea of, you know, a place in Bonita Springs where she was at. So that's an idea. Like, it's just the consistency of making sure that you do
Didn't have to
things
be so
consistent.
complicated.
So this was
Monday's
one that I
not.
did. This is
Set
8
up
years
quick
ago. Oh my God, this was so terrible. Hi, this is Danielle Damiano with EWM Realty, and welcome to my video blog. So today we're going to cover a topic that I get asked sometimes from people that may not know me, and that's out of the 26,000 real estate agents here in Miami-Dade County, what separates you from some of the other agents, or why should I hire? So that's an idea of why hire me. When I mentioned my kids, I had my kids do these testimonials for me, so you can, you know, get your kids involved, grandkids.
Hello, my name is Stefan. If you need my mom card, this is her phone number, 786-359-7976. Again, 786-359-7976. She can help you buy houses.
And then I did one, so I had my son, I did one with my daughter, and then I'll share with you guys what that was in a minute. But
Hello, my name is Sophia Damiano. If you need a listing, my mom is a real estate agent. Call her at this number, 786-35.
so those are from 8 years ago, but that gives you an idea. But this right here, I was on a podcast. I think it was last year, and this podcast here that I did for Real Producers, a guy called me and I got an
on the RP Experience. I'm your host,
$800,000
Aaron Redmond, and today we have one of our
deal
preferred partners
from this
Danielle
podcast that somebody
Damiano,
watched.
with CMG Financial, and one of our top producing agents and broker owner, Neil Cresswell with Sell Estate.
So the point is that we have to, years are going to go by and you're like, oh my God, what? I can't even believe, like, whatever. But it's all about consistency. Now, the testimonial things like that, I used viral marketing. Viral marketing is $550 a month. Okay. It's great for the accountability, but you guys can do the same exact thing that viral marketing does. And what they do is they send out a video bi-weekly to your entire database, and then they do like a little video blog. So you guys don't have to pay $550 a month. You can do the same thing, but if you want to figure out topics, like if you go to YouTube and you can get topics from, you know, anything, but if you just put in my name, because they're the ones that gave me a lot of the topics. I had, if you look at the older ones, like my older videos, why hire me? That's a great video for you guys to do. Okay. I was getting into probate. I was doing probate in Miami. I was sick of calling expired listings and I wanted out big time. So I was starting to build my business with probate attorneys. So what did I do? I interviewed probate attorneys. Okay. So whatever it is that you want to do, just think about home staging. You can interview somebody on home staging. A lot of my older videos are expired listings, for why for sale by owners need a real estate agent, how I can help you get your, if you're an expired listing, how I can help you get your listing sold. I was trying to find my older ones. If you type in Danielle Damianov expired listing, I think it will come up. So just start to get ideas on what it is you want to be doing. Is that, yeah, what it is you want to be doing, and start to get content. And then with the YouTube, you can post your videos here. See it, these right here. I can only see them because I'm on my own page. It says unlisted. So I'm putting all of my videos up here, but not everybody can see them because maybe I need a virtual assistant to go in and edit them for me because I really don't feel like doing that. So I can give my virtual assistant the link. They can then download the video. They can edit the video for me. They can post the video for me. So get a YouTube channel and you can put all of your unlisted, unbranded, blah, blah, blah videos here, okay? So that's really it for the social media. What I do want to have you guys do for your homework, and the homework, guys, is just for you. I mean, I'm here to help support you guys. I want you guys to freaking crush this year. Like, I want you guys to do amazing, and I know you all will, but it takes hard work and it takes change. And so I'm giving you guys these things because it's changing the way you've been doing things, and it's all down to habit. So planning your week for next week, today, tomorrow, Monday's a holiday.
Danielle,
Uh-huh.
can you make that bigger? I can't see it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I got old lady eyes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So plan your week, get your daily success plan printed, and write out what you're doing next week, Monday through Friday. It's so much easier because then you can go in and cross it off. If you're thinking of doing video on new construction, which Jamie, I know, has, relationships, one of Jamie's daily success plan lead generations is to call, and if it's not, it needs to be, is to call home consultants at, whatever, GL Homes, DR Horton, those types of places. Because think about it, she already has relationships. People walk in, they don't want a new construction, they want existing. Well, she can get referrals from those types of people. But I would also go and ask for unbranded, flyers, videos, pictures, floor plans, all of that stuff. And you can start to you could even create a Facebook page, New Construction Southwest Florida, that has the different builders, that has the different floor plans, that has under the files tab, it will have also like, how much is the HOA? What does it include? What are the amenities? Like, you could do so much with that. And it doesn't mean that everybody that wants new construction, if they don't want new construction, you can sell them something else. But you can make a whole business based off of just that. So I want you guys to plan your week. If you guys want me to review it, I will 100% review it. If you need help, send me your daily success plans on Sunday. If you want that accountability, so that way I know exactly what you guys are doing next week. And then on Wednesday, for anybody that is local here, instead of the Q&A that we're going to have on Zoom, I will still have it up on Zoom, but my plan, because is to prospect. Okay. So we're going to prospect. I have more than enough room in my office. My office is in Coconut Point. If you go to Dillard's at Coconut Point, like where Dillard's is, so Dillard's is here, and then there's a street, like the main road that all the shops are on. And then California Pizza Kitchen's here, and there's a nail salon right here. I'm the glass door in between like California Pizza Kitchen and the nail salon, looking at Dillard's. You just go up the stairs and all the way down the hall. I have cubicles, I have desks, I have, enough space for everybody to prospect. And I also have a lot of stuff for video. So if anybody after we do that prospecting wants to shoot a couple of videos, and Coconut Point's a great place to shoot videos. You guys we can all do it together and say, hey, go by the fountain. Let's get a couple of pictures there. You know what I mean? Like, so that's going to be on Wednesday instead of the Q&A. I will jump on Zoom, because if you're not there, but you want to be in on, we're gonna do active prospecting and some scripting and stuff like that, some objection handling, and then we're gonna jump on the phones. And I'm gonna be there to help anybody that needs help with coming up with a script, what to say, things like that. So that's gonna be on Wednesday. I said 9:30 just to give us enough time. So we're gonna do that at 9:30 on Wednesday. I have no other plans Wednesday. You can stay as long as you want. We can shoot videos afterwards. And that's that. So if you're coming Wednesday, then you have to have who you are calling. Like, it's not going to be sitting down figuring it out. Like, let's see, have your numbers, who you're calling. If you're wanting to dabble in expired FSBOs, stuff like that, like make sure you have your numbers. And I can definitely help you guys with that stuff too. I'll have all of the scripts there. And then next week, we're continuing this social media, because I have, you know, a lot more stuff that, aside from video, there's a couple more things I want to show you guys with video, and a couple things with the new AI that is freaking ridiculous. But we're going to do that. We'll do some email marketing, you know, newsletters, some more of the passive stuff that's going to be important to grow your business. Does anybody have any questions? No. So everybody's clear on like where, like, to go back through the course. This video is going to be in the PowerPoint, will be in the course. If you guys look at, like, if you look at the PowerPoint, once I got to networking, actually, let me move this here. So the next week is going to start with networking. I did not finish the PowerPoint yet. So just know that this is only until the homework. And then I'm going to finish the PowerPoint for next week. All right, guys. Everyone's going to go close some deals, get buyers, listings, keep your antennas up. Oh, I just want to say something real quick. Rebecca basically got a guy, right, from showing property, and he was just standing around and knew she was a realtor, and she went and talked to him, and he wanted to list his home. So I want you guys to keep your antennas up, and the more you get out there, the more you are out listening when you're at restaurants. Okay, there's no break here there's no break. If you're at a restaurant and you hear somebody talking about real estate, okay, figure out how you're going to get in on that conversation. You know, maybe if you're at a restaurant, put your business cards in when you write the check. Like, what are all of the different things that you can do to take action to keep getting yourself out there, putting yourself in situations and in positions where people know you're a real estate agent. So she got a listing, or did you get it yet? Do you want to tell them real quick, just so that they know? There.
A property with a customer, and this man who actually owned one of the condos was lingering in the parking lot and talking to us, but it was kind of strange. And anyway, he's like, I actually don't want to live here anymore. I want to live in a house, but I've been looking for a realtor. So it was just a good opportunity to talk to him, give him my card, and then I'm circling back to him and have an appointment with him next week. So it was, Danielle and I were just talking about how there's opportunities everywhere, but you just have to really be intentional in thinking about it.
Exactly. Intentional. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. So I do have very scary videos, so please don't judge me. Okay.
So do I. We just saw them. We just saw mine from 8 years ago. It's pretty sad. Okay. Sounds good. Everyone, if you guys need anything from me, let me know. Have a great weekend.
Don't hang up.
Huh?
You and I need to talk for a second about that, recreating that hurricane damage, investors coming into the area, what you were saying.
Well, let's get off, because this is,
okay.
And then we'll jump on another one.
Or I'll call you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully, if you guys need anything, let me know. Bye.
Bye.